coffee warms the paper cup, blue ink on my thumb. A bakery breeze through the stairwell into the reading room. Sun bars cross the floorboards like codes on moving boxes. My deadline is a zipper half caught in my chest. I do not need full daylight to find the next clear thread. A little room can open inside a crowded head. Give me one bright thing, give me one bright thing. For the page, for the breath, for the hour in my ribs. Give me one bright thing. The bus folds by the window, then leaves the glass still cold. My thoughts are loose keychains knocking in a coat pocket. Now they rest like spoons beside a warming saucer, and one clean sentence rises slow as bread steam. No need to drag tomorrow across this tender desk. Grace can move in inches and still remake the day. Jesus by these shelves and the street below the pain make my tired attention steady as a bookmark, holding where hope starts. Give me one bright thing, give me one bright thing. For the page, for the breath, for the hour in my ribs. Give me one bright thing. The cup goes light and hollow, the shells turn soft with sun. I leave with calmer footsteps. Kettle clicks in the dark, blue towels catch a thin shine. I tuck notes in my tote, ink warms under my thumb. By the library window, rain beats on the bike rack. My deadline folds and waits like linen on a chair. I can enter this day without the metal hurry. I can make room first. Settle in my chest, settle in my chest. Let the morning lose its fist. Settle in my chest. Grace can move through little things. Settle in my chest. The cart hums past the stacks, dusk glows over the spine. My coffee cools to bronze beside the borrowed books. Keys tap a patient code, birds stitch the far off air. And all my crowded thoughts find slower shoes to wear. I can enter this day without the metal hurry. I can make room first. Settle in my chest, settle in my chest. Let the morning lose its fist. Settle in my chest. Grace can move through little things. Settle in my chest. Lord, keep this hour gentle. Make for emotions settle in my chest, settle in my chest. Let the morning lose its fist, settle in my chest. Grace can move through little things, settle in my chest. Rain thins into pearlite pages, rest without fear. I begin from within.
Red heat in the stairwell. Red heat in the stairwell. Blue cup in my hand. Morning waits curbside. Dill from the paper bag. Rain mark on my cuff. A bus drags gold through puddles like foil across black stone. My toe bumps my knee twice with pins and orange peel. The deadline is a shopping cart, crooked in my chest. I do not need full daylight to choose one working thread. A smaller lane of courage can still move something home. Leave a siren with the bikes. Leave the siren with the bikes. By the rack, by the curb, not here in my blood. Leave the siren with the bikes. Up in the library corner, dust turns in window bars. A yellow tab keeps leaning out from a borrowed spine. My thoughts were loose key copies ringing in a metal tin. Now they rest like folded menus beside one useful line. No need to drag tomorrow across this little desk. Small faithful motion carries farther than panic will. Jesus near these pages and the traffic under glass make my tired attention steady as a bike stand holding through the weather. Leave the siren with the bikes. Leave the siren with the bikes. By the rack, by the curb, not here in my blood. Leave the siren with the bikes. The cup goes light and hollow. The brass rail catches sun. I start with steadier weather.
Blue mud, bat and notebook, lamp glow on the wall. Cables sleep in circles like vines after the rain. Toes heat meets cold window, my screen blinks back away. The room feels like a harbor before the ferries start. I let the hour loosen, I let my shoulders drop. Easy now, let the morning carry me. Easy now, there is room It's a coat I grow into. Easy now, let the morning carry me. Easy now, there is room to think and breathe. Easy now, grace can walk beside the keys. Birdsong threads the silence, the blue mud cools in peace. I step into the daylight without leaving myself behind. Cold espresso sparks a little grin. Laundry twirls like it's joining in.
Notes scattered in the golden rain.
Deadlines feel like friends today.
Fingers dance across the key so light.
Routine wrapped in morning delight.
Birds are chatting in the breeze so free.
Small joys bloom so easily. Slow and sweet, let the lightness play. Wisdom finds its joyful way. Joy in my morning brew. Light and free I flow with you. Grace turns the ordinary new.
Chill heart smiles the whole day through.
Breeze tickles pages on my lap.
Focus comes with a gentle clap.
Window light plays a happy game.
Mind feels fresh, no longer tame.
Every task a tiny adventure.
Finding peace in the softest measure.
Overstimulation starts to fade. Hope does a little serenade. Slow and sweet, let the lightness play. Wisdom finds its joyful way. Joy in my morning brew. Light and free I flow with you. Grace turns the ordinary new.
Chill heart smiles the whole day through. Unfinished lines start to swing and bend.
Jazz notes whisper, it's okay, my friend.
One breath, one step, one quiet spark.
Hope meets me right here from the start. Joy in my morning brew. Light and free I flow with you. Grace turns the ordinary new.
Chill heart smiles the whole day through. Steam still playing.
Heart feels right.
Another bright and chill delight.
Steam rises from my cup. Laundry dances in the sun. Wind whispers through the rail. Cold espresso wakes my tongue. Deadline clouds are drifting far. Scattered papers on the floor. Weary shoulders start to drop. One small step becomes enough. Clothes are swaying soft and free. Focus blooms without the rush. Morning light unlocks
Coffee pours its golden rim and steam curls lazy around the mug. Rain taps softly on the glass. Desk lamp pencil warm vignette. Pencil shavings curl like question marks. Sticky notes in pastel blue. Breeze lifts curtain with a sigh.
Window frames the morning show.
Breath returns in easy way.
Joy begins its gentle play.
Sipping harmony, joy finds its way. Focus flows so light today. Work feels easy, heart feels free. In this brew, we both agree. Keyboard clicks a mellow beat.
Ideas drift like friendly clouds.
Deadlines roll like gentle waves.
Creativity speaks out loud. Small steps build without the fight. Notebook waits with open page. I move slow in morning light. Peace arrives in quiet state.
Breath returns in easy wave.
Joy begins its gentle play.
Sipping harmony, joy finds its way.
Focus flows so light today. Work feels easy, heart feels free. In this brew, we both agree.
When the pressure tries to lean,
One warm sip restores the scene.
grace arise in simple flow.
Rest and motion helps the ink grow.
Sipping harmony, joy finds its way.
Focus flows so light today.
Sipping harmony, joy finds its way.
Focus flows so light today. Work feels easy, heart feels free. In this brew, we both agree.
Birds keep singing through the rain.
This harmony will still remain.
Morning brew, our favorite song.
Chill and bright, we carry on. Thing in the blue light. Backpack by my ankle. Morning waits off stage. A marker stains my thumbprint. The menu hums overhead. Two scooters slice the crosswalk like zippers through wet foil. My half-charged screen keeps blinking beside a sugared crust. The deadline is a locker bank ringing down the hall. I do not need each metal door thrown open all at once. One clean little answer can quiet all the rest. Lock the noon away. Lock the noon away. In the hall, in the stack, not here. My ribs lock the noon away. Back out on the balcony. quiet attention, bright as a chalk arrow, simple where it points. Lock the noon away, lock the noon away. In the hall, in the stack, not here. My ribs lock the noon away. The screen goes pale and quiet. The rail turns warm as bread. I start with what stays open.
Phone shakes at the lit seam. Wet brick holds bus light. My charger loops the table like ivy on blackwood. A syllabus bends open beside a salt-stained sleeve. The deadline is an escalator, missing steps in my chest. I do not need full silence to hear the next small turn. Grace can sit and clatter and still make room. Keep the cup level. Keep the cup level. Through the page, through the noise, through the hour in my ribs. Keep the cup level. A spoon clicks once on porcelain, then sleeps beside the foam. Peppermint from someone's jacket cuts through the coffee heat. My thoughts will lose receipts, dragged wild by the doorway. Now they stack like song sheets at the edge of one line. No need to drag the morning faster than it walks. Small faithful motion carries farther than fear does. Jesus near this table by the coats and glowing screens make my tight attention steady as a diner glass, holding light without a spill. Keep the cup level. Keep the cup level. Through the page, through the noise, through the hour in my ribs. Keep the cup level. Brake lights fade from the window. The cup grows warm, then thin. I leave with quieter shoulders.
Kettle writes on the tile. Blue dawn climbs the fridge door. Sticky notes lean like wreaths. Pencil dust on my sleeve. The screen blinks and softens. Steam halos and mug rim. My thoughts were tangled earbuds. Now they loosen with light. Paper cup, sunrise, slow go down. No need to outrun dawn. The hour knows my name. Small work in growing fields, one calm line at a time. The lamp hums like a train, leaving fear at the platform. Paper cup, sunrise, slow gold oil on my mind, gracing every line. I can breathe and begin. Paper cup, sunrise, coffee cools by the page. Amen to this small star. And blade stir the blue. Steam climbs past the screen. Morning starts threadbare. My laptop hinge feels coin cold. The mug chips at the rim. Headlights slide across the ceiling like fish in a shut sink. The clementine peel brightens the notebook by my knee. My deadline stands in work boots near the foot of the bed. I do not need full power to make one living start. A dim room can still open if I hand it my breath. Make a small harbor. Make a small harbor. For the page, for the pulse, for the thoughts coming in. Make a small harbor. The radiator knocks twice. The chair answers in wood. My worries were loose cutlery thrown wild in a drawer. Now one line holds another, like cups set out to dry. And traffic on the wet street turns soft as brushed grass. No need to drag the sunrise up faster than it comes. Mercy can work in inches and still rebuild the room. Jesus in this half-light by the cords and folded clothes make my tired attention steady as a window flame that does not fear the dawn. Make a small harbor. Make a small harbor. For the page, for the pulse, for the thoughts coming in. Make a small harbor. The fan keeps slow time. The cup leaves one pale ring. I start with what is near. Rain beats on the stair rail. My sleeve smells faintly cedar. A ruler marks the notebook like tracks through sleepy fields. The radiator hums low. Blue margin lines keep breathing. My deadline was a stack of trays. Now it is one shelf. I do not need a rescue, just room to hear the next. Grace can sighs by the window, then leaves the glass still silver. My thoughts were shaking paper clips inside a mason jar. Now one by one they settle beside the heel of daylight, and every little scratching sound turns faithful as a clock. No need to force the morning to open all at once. Small faithful motion carries farther than a shove. Jesus near these pages, and the rain beyond the pain make my tired attention steady as a bookmark, holding where I left off. Make the line go easy. Make the line go easy. Through the page, through the pulse, through the hour in my chest. Make the line go easy. Rain loosens from the railing. The cup leaves one warm moon. I leave the room less crowded. Tile light on the floor, kettle draw silver clouds. Cold mug leaves a ring across my scribbled page. My thoughts were tangled cords, now they breathe in rows. Grace finds the smallest tasks and makes them sing low. Steam writes on the window, then fades without fear. I do not need thunder to know you are near. Pour slow, heart, pour slow. Let the morning glow, small sparks still grow. Pour slow, heart, pour slow. Sticky notes lean like sails on a wooden sea. Pencil dust catches gold by the half-raised lines. The screen hums blue and thin, bread heat from down the block. My deadline was a drum, now it turns to clockwork. A bus sighs down below, bird song threads the air. What felt sharp as broken glass softens into care. Pour slow, heart, pour slow. Let the morning glow, small sparks still grow. Pour slow, heart, pour slow. The sunrise is a match struck inside porcelain. Even my restless mind can warm both hands again. I leave room in the day for unfinished bloom. Pour slow, heart, pour slow. Let the morning glow, small sparks still grow. Pour slow, heart, pour slow. Coffee cools, keys go still. Amen to this hush. curb. Day clicks into gear. Newsprint snaps the rack. Butter heat from bread. My charger blinks beside a notebook full of arrows. The window holds the block like film before the cut. My thoughts were shopping carts rattling through the chest. Then one clean swallow lands. One chair leg marks the tile. Grace works with smaller tools than panic ever could. Take the next thing. Take the next thing. Let the wild hour pass through a smaller rain. Take the next thing. Highlighter on my thumb. Steam ghost up the glass. A scooter splits the morning silver through the rain. My deadline was a whistle pressed hard behind my teeth. Now it drops to pocket size and waits beside the page. The pencil finds a lane. The counter catches gold. I do not need the flood, just enough to move. The sun rises a receipt printed in peach and blue. Long, thin, strange and useful, full of what got through. One honest line of work can turn the room around. Take the next thing. Take the next thing. Let the wild hour pass through a smaller ring. Take the next thing. Coffee mark, open notes. Day fits in one hand. Rain writes slants on glass. Tea cools beside the notebook. Red taillights blur below like rubies in a stream. My deadlines buzz like bees trapped in a paper cup. Still the kettle keeps singing. Still the room stays soft. I can loosen the hour. I can leave room for breath. I can move without breaking. Let the morning mend me. Slow as honey on glass. Let the morning mend me till the hard edge relaxes. What I carry grows lighter. Let the morning mend me. Page corners lift like wings. Bird song slips through the curtain. One spoon clicks the sink, then silence blooms again. A gray sky turns silver across the old floorboards. Small tasks line up gently like shoes by the door. I can loosen the hour. I can leave room for breath. I can move without breaking. Let the morning mend me. Slow as honey on Let the morning mend me till the heart edge relaxes. What I carry grows lighter. Let the morning mend me. Rain dents into daylight. The cup leaves one gold ring, and I begin in peace. Blue tile under the kettle. Blue tile under the kettle. Wind tests the window seam. Morning stays unclaimed. Turmeric on my thumb. Receipt beside the fruit. A bus drags right along the pan and leaves the steel half cold. My notebook keeps old fingerprints, and when the grocery slip, the deadline is a clothes rack dressed in borrowed weather. I do not need full daylight to take one useful step. A smaller kind of opening can still let peace come in. Staple the wind down. Staple the wind down. Not my jaw, not my blood, just the page, just the chair. Staple the wind down. Outside, the bakery breathes warm sugar through the stair, like spokes flashing puddles, like pins through strips of silk. My thoughts were loose key copies, ringing in a metal tin. Now they rest like folded aprons beside one breathing line. No need to drag tomorrow across this wooden hour. Small faithful motion carries farther than panic will. Jesus near this doorway, and the bread heat in the street make my tired attention steady as a wall hook, holding only what it must. Staple the wind down. Staple the wind down. Not my jaw, not my blood, just the page, just the chair. Staple the wind down. The kettle quits its talking. The window turns soft brass. I start with quieter weather. My notebook smells like pennies and dust from winter shells. Headlights slide across the wall like fish in a shed drawer. The screen throws quiet weather on the heel of my hand. The siren folds to ribbon far down the waking blocks. I do not need bright fire to make this morning move. Grace can come in embers and still reheat the room. Soften the edges now. Soften the edges now of the clock of my chest, of the noise in my head. Soften the edges now. My deadline was a trumpet bone hard inside the ribs. Now it leans like scaffolding. Outside a brick old shop, one bus turns cold at the corner and leaves the window plain. The cursor keeps the porch light for thoughts coming home late. No need to flood the ceiling with all tomorrow's weight. Small faithful hands can build a day from quieter nails. Jesus in this dim room by the tangled charging cords make my tired attention a harbor made of lamplight where unfinished songs darken. Soften the edges now. Soften the edges now of the clock of my chest, of the noise in my head. Soften the edges now. Steam fades from the glass. The street learns how to glow. Pencil.
Pencil shavings on the wooden desk. The screen wakes up with a sigh. A soft deadline hangs above me, but the rush passes right by.
Sticky notes bloom like paper leaves. Dust motes dance in the monitor glow.
There is rhythm
In the keys,
every typed word is a seed.
stewardship planted in the keys. I find my rest right in the work. A steady pace, a quiet mind. Love meets me in the daily tasks, leaving the anxious thoughts behind. I find my rest right in the work.
Mint tea cools in the ceramic cup. The cursor blinks a gentle bead.
Outside, the early traffic hums while comfort settles in my seat.
Another line upon the page I built this morning, block
By block, every typed word is a seed.
stewardship planted in the keys.
I find my rest right in the work. A steady pace, a quiet mind. Love meets me in the daily tasks, leaving the anxious thoughts behind. I find my rest right in the work. Jesus, I don't have to run so fast.
Your grace is in the slow routine.
The pressure fades outside the glass.
A gentle focus in between.
I find my rest right in the work. Steady pace, a quiet mind. Love meets me in the daily tasks, leaving the anxious thoughts behind. I find my rest right in the work.
Pen scratching out the final thought.
The morning shines upon the wood.
Resting easy in the hum.
clogs the window like breath on a trumpet. My laptop blinks in corners, loose thoughts line up slowly. A bike bell threads the street past bread warm open doors. I can pace this kindly, I can leave room still. Even the crowded minutes can bend toward good. Let the morning open in my chest, my hands. Let the morning open on the work, the worry, till it turns to song. Highlighters sleep like candies beside a chip blue mug. The cursor waits then dances across a waking draft. Soft traffic hums below me, pages click like pebbles, and one clear stripe of sunlight cuts through the paper haze. No need to force the river, no need to grip the hour. Grace can live in motion and carry me through. Let the morning open in my chest, my hands. Let the morning open on the work, the worry, till it turns to song. Jesus near my thinking when it knots too tight. Make this small room wider, like dawn inside a cup, and rest inside my steps. Let the morning open in my